Good evening, everybody. It's July 15th, 2021. Going to take a quick look at Bitcoin here. Before I go down onto the hourly chart, I do need to mention on the daily chart here, been watching for this blue downtrend on the RSI to break. We have failed to do so, and in the meantime we've made a new uptrend with this green line here, which has officially broken now. I was looking at it yesterday, and it actually saved itself from breaking down yesterday, but then we did officially break down below it, which you can see right here. So that is a warning sign. I mean, this whole area obviously has been warning that lower is potentially on the table. This daily RSI breaking down from here does certainly put me on even higher guard for that breakdown. Now that being said, it would not be surprising at all to see this come up and try to test that one more time before dropping out, so we still may get a little bounce from here, but this is definitely something that we need to be keeping an eye on, and really not trusting longs, especially leverage longs, until we can break up above this. Because if this is a fake out down and then we can actually get above the blue line, retest and go up, we're going to be in very good shape for the bull move to proceed upwards to the next higher target. But for the moment, like I said, be on high alert for maybe a little pump and then a dump down into the RSI lows again. Maybe we double bottom around this area right here, in the RSI being around 23, 24, somewhere like that, before then bouncing up and actually cracking that and proceeding upwards. So really it's a question of, do we have that downside to come? And the daily RSI is giving us the hint that yes, probably, or potentially rather, we do. So down on the hourly chart, I have a whole bunch of lines on here that I was looking at. Let me see, what was this fib? Oh, that was if that was the bottom there. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we've got potentially this still being correction in the yellow count down. It's not ruled out yet. That's really not completely ruled out until we break below this low. Ideally we don't break below this one here, about 30,100, in order for the bullish count to still be possible. Technically right now it is, even with that daily RSI breakdown, but what I was looking at though is whenever this move down completes, where is the ideal place for that to complete, and then where can we look for a bounce to kind of reject. And so a couple days ago I was looking at this being a little ABC. I had a red box drawn here which I took off, but that was our resistance right there for that micro ABC, and obviously we did reject then. We were looking for it to hold above this low. That didn't happen. Let me remove this box. This box here was for the bounce at this point, so that one is done at this point. I added this new green box based on the move from this high down to here. If that was an A and this was a B, then C would go between the 618 and the 1236 of that. That's where I've got that green box drawn there. So that was our possibility on that, and we did bounce just from the very, very tippy top of that box. We could still push down a little bit lower into that. And then my darker green box here, this one, is, or the larger green box rather, that is the fib drawn from here to here, going down to the 886 basically. So that's kind of like the bull's last stand, really, is going to be in these green boxes, and this one is now overlapping it, so almost completely. So if we see a strong move up from here, what we're going to be looking at, like I said, based on that daily RSI breaking down, is potentially a dead cat bounce up to test that daily RSI. And what that would probably end up looking like is this being a move down and then kind of making a 2 up here. And I've got this red box drawn between the 886 of this fib and let's say the 0.5. This is really the resistance that we need to break through. We need to get all the way through here for this yellow bullish count to have any chance, because this is the fib drawn from this high here down to the low that we struck earlier, just a few hours ago at about 31.1. And so, 382 really is potentially, if it really wants to die fast, it could die right from there. But because this is a diagonal move downwards, I wouldn't be surprised by a fairly large fake out up. And even breaking through this green line, this green downtrend here, that would be a great sign, but we really need to maintain above that green line. If we went up and then broke back down, that would be a very bad sign, and it would just basically key us into this being the rejection zone here. So anyway, that's I think as clear as I can make it right now. We've got our bullish support zone right here based on the micro that we're looking at, and we've got our bearish resistance zone there. And which one of those breaks first is going to be kind of the key to telling us, I think, which scenario is going to play out. Red alert though, based on that RSI breakdown on the daily for something that looks like this. So really this red box is not a bad place to hedge some shorts, hedge some bets if you wanted to, based on that daily RSI. But if that daily RSI does break back above, I would say, or if we got above this red box, I would say it's time to get out. So 36K looks like a pretty good region to set for stops. So shorting, somewhere around 34, like 33.8 up, even up to 36, and then if it went up above that significantly, and especially if it went above this high at 36.6, that would be a better indication that it's going to continue yellow count instead of the red. But obviously this is a very challenging area. This whole move, all of this has been challenging the whole damn way, so nothing is obvious at this point. But just be aware of our support here, resistance here on the micro, and then keep an eye on that daily RSI, and we'll see what happens. All right, sign it off. Good night.